Hello peeps, a la YouTube land. It is Asenva here, and I'm here to do a especial video por mi amigo en Puerto Rico. That's a really bad Spanish pronunciation, but whatever, I'm just being lazy. Okay, so, I actually have a question that I'm going to be answering today via YouTube. It was asked on my YouTube a while back, actually. And I did respond back to this person. Anyway, I did respond back to them. I just wanted to go ahead and do a video on it because it is something that I think is very interesting about our hobby. So, I printed out the letter that this individual wrote to me, and I'm going to go ahead and read it now. Thank you for taking the time to read my message. It means a lot to me. Well, as you can see, I'm a 27-year-old boy. I have been interested in BJDs for a couple of years now, and I've always seen them on the internet. And they really got me interested on them. I just recently have been doing more research and really wanted to get into the hobby, but I don't know how to tell my girlfriend that I want to start collecting dolls. Maybe she will find it weird or think I'm gay. I mean, no offense, but it could happen. So I wanted to know your input on this and on a man wanting to get into this hobby. To me, these dolls are like people, and that's how I see them. It's pretty cool and interesting to me, and I hope that you can give me some advice on this subject. So thanks a lot for taking the time, and greetings from Puerto Rico. I did respond right away because I thought it was a really good question. People don't really I don't know, it's really interesting because in this hobby, you know, it's easy to label it as a girl's hobby because there's dolls, they're dolls, and so when you think, oh, it's a doll, you know, Barbies, little girls, la 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 la. And honestly, to me, and this is all based off of my personal opinion, this is not, you know, what is said and what the hobby says, but, you know, in my personal opinion, and the way I would answer this question is that, and I've said it before, this hobby is a really awesome hobby to be in. It's definitely something that can dip into your creative side, or, you know, if you have something else that, you know, that it can branch into, like photography or painting or sewing or whatever. It's a really diverse hobby, and that's what's so appealing, you know, to me, and I'm pretty sure to some other people out there in the hobby as well. And as far as it is in relation with guys, I don't see anything like that, you know, that it's like, oh, this hobby is only for girls, you know, because they're so diverse. I mean, there's a bajillion and one things that people, you know, branch out and do with them. There are some fantastic guys in this hobby. And, I mean, the other thing that he did bring up that, you know, that I'll just, you know, do that too, is that, he also mentioned it being something that, like, you know, he didn't want his girlfriend to think, you know, that he's gay or anything. And that also, in a way, I think is something that, you know, it doesn't matter. Whatever, you know, if you're a girl or a boy, if you're straight or if you're, you know, homosexual, it doesn't matter. It's a hobby. Just because you're one kind of person or whatever, I don't think that matters, really. Because if you love something, if you like it a lot, if you like this hobby, it shouldn't matter. That's not something that should be like, you know, oh, you know, the deciding factor or whatever. It is definitely interesting regardless of who you are. Sometimes it is hard breaking it to others because of what they are. I actually did an interview with my, well, now fiance, about boyfriends in the hobby, and it was really interesting to talk to him and really hear what he had to say about it, because he and I, we've known each other for a long time, but if you're getting into a relationship and they don't know about everything that you do or that you like, this might be, you know, different for them. And I think that it's important to keep an open mind, and if, you know, they truly are understanding and, you know, they love you for who you are, then it shouldn't be a problem, really. And if it does, then that's just something that you'll probably have to work out and, you know, work on with them, because everybody, like, in whatever relationships that they have, there's gonna be something that you're just gonna be like, oh god, like roll your eyes about. But I mean, as long as it's not hurting anybody, you know, that it's not affecting your life in any ill kind of way, I don't see a problem with it, and nobody else should really see a problem with it either. Now, if you've taken it to the extreme and you're not eating properly because all you're doing is buying doll things, and you have like totally shut yourself out of the world, and you're just like this with, you know, with your dolls, then you know what, maybe you need to like take a break for a little bit or something. But I mean, as long as you keep that in mind, that this is a hobby, then I think it's fine. And it might be hard breaking it to others. I know some of my family members still think it's kind of odd and weird that I have these dolls and I'm 26, and it's just kind of like, why do you have those again? But like, I have other hobbies too that they still question me about. I cosplay still, I go to anime conventions, and I do a bunch of other weird things, like I watch Barbie movies, you know, it's who I am and what I like to do. I've kept it just at that though. You know, I don't let it affect me any other way, you know. I don't think I'm anybody, like any special character or anything like that, you know. And I think that's just the boundaries that you have to keep in mind, or you have to set. So when you break it to somebody, the best thing to do is just be honest about it, really. And when me and my fiance were dating, I honestly told him, hey, you know, I really like this hobby, and I showed him some pictures of some of the dolls, and I was like, this is what I really like, and this is what I would like to get into. He's very accepting of what I do to begin with, so he was just kind of like, oh, it's just another one of those things that she wants to do, you know, okay, that's fine, you know. So he was just really supportive of it. And I mean, sometimes with some of my dolls, he'll flat out tell me that he doesn't like some of my dolls, which is fine, because I'm just like, okay, whatever, to each his own. But then again, he's grown to like a lot of my dolls too. He really likes Yue a lot, probably for obvious reasons. Yeah, so he loves Yue. As far as like everyone else, like my sister's now in the hobby too, so that was pretty cool, like bringing somebody else into it by sharing what I like to do. So I mean, you never really know unless you really tell them. And honestly, just be honest about it. I wouldn't try to like hide it or be like, you know, don't come into my room, and like try to put a quilt over everyone and be like, now you can come in. And it's just like, you know, all these quilts everywhere in my room. I wouldn't keep it a secret. If you really like the hobby and if you really, you know, want to tell her about it, then tell her about it so she can know. And who knows, maybe she'll get into it. Maybe she'll be interested in them too. I hope my advice helped, and I know I wrote you a message, Mr. Ricky. So I hope this, you know, I hope everything's gone okay. I haven't really heard that much back from you since then, so hope it does help. If any of you out there have some advice, or maybe if some of my male people out there that are guy collectors that see this video, if you'd like to give some advice and maybe how you did it, or if you want to do a video response, that would be super awesome, and I would totally superly appreciate it. And I think it'd be really cool to share and give us some insight from a male's perspective, because it's different from my perspective. And actually, there is a BJD Addicts prompt about guys in the hobby, which I'll go ahead and I'll link that as well, that I had a lot of people do responses to, so I definitely check that out too if you're curious about guys in the hobby and what other people have to say. And everything pretty much has been really positive. It's pretty much the same stuff. Everyone's saying that, you know, yeah, why not? They're awesome. Guys in the hobby are really cool, you know. I think that's really cool that, you know, that they're here. And there's so many of them too here on YouTube, so definitely check them out if you have not checked out any other guys that are in the hobby that have YouTube videos here. I think actually in that video I did, I think I linked all of the guys that I knew at that point. I know a couple more now, but I linked their channels on that video, so yeah, go check that out if you're curious. And other random news, totally thanks to one of my viewers, named Tatsuko. They brought it to my attention that I actually did 2 video responses to prompt 25, which I don't know what I was thinking. I really honestly don't know why I did that, but I guess I'll just keep both of them because I did updates in one of the videos and I'd rather keep that up there. I apologize for the double spam on prompt number 25. That was completely random and I did not mean to do that at all. Big thanks, huge thanks to all those peeps that were there for my Ustream video that I did, the face up for my Cujo Sarah, which I still haven't finished yet. But that's for a very good reason. I was studying for my tests and whatnot, which by the way, you guys, I passed! Yeah! Yes, I can officially get my teacher certification and be a teacher. Yeah, I'm super excited. Like, you do not know how much of a weight that was on my chest, and I feel like I just got it off, and it feels a lot better. So, all I have to worry about is wedding things. Ah! And if you're ever curious, like, shameless promotion, if you're ever curious about seeing wedding things, speak of the devil, that was fiance calling. Yes, if you are curious about wedding things, which I don't know if you really care or not, it's up to you. I have wedding vlogs in my other channel, which is my random channel of randomness. If you're ever bored and you want to see random things that happen randomly. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna try to schedule the birthday celebration that was supposed to be Kyle's birthday celebration like a long time ago, like we're talking about like in March. But I was so busy with all that stuff that I didn't get a chance to do it. So it may just turn into just a Ustream party in general, and just Kai will be my guest of honor. Because I was supposed to end the video Ustreaming thing. I was gonna order a gift for him with everyone there, but I already purchased a shirt for him, so. But I did finish my Jake. I'm super duper excited that he's finished because I felt so bad for him because he wasn't finished. He had this other face up on him when he had his blue wig, and I didn't really like how it looked and how it just felt on him. So I ended up changing it, and I gave him black hair, and it was my first time actually cutting a fur wig. Yeah, so I took some pictures and I put it on Tumblr, and yeah, so he's complete and he looks super cool. I think that's all I have to talk to y'all about. I am going to be doing one more Junkie Spot review, which is going to be over... Oh my god, the power just went out. Everything has been happening today. So, I will see you guys very soon in another review, like I think I mentioned before. I hope you guys are having an awesome, super stupendous day, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye! And there it is again. Nope, it didn't want to come back. I can't finish this video in the dark. I don't even know if you can see very well. It's probably like a big shadow in my face. This is amazing. I really have never had so many things go weird in a video before like this. How was your day? How are you doing? We're doing fine. You know. Oh, there we go. There's the lights. Malfunction printer. I don't compute. Blackout. What is blackout? You can make a lot of noise during my video. That's cool. Yeah, okay. I don't know.